Did you miss me? Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of our first episode for Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the previous episode, we started off the game, kind of. We helped out Gulliver, we met our 2 villagers, briefly went over DIY, I briefly went over the Nook's Home ABD machine, all that stuff. And we also semi-celebrated the opening of Nook's Cranny. So in this episode, we got a lot more to go over. So I think first we're going to go and look over Nook's Cranny. Oh, wow. I was worried when I heard you were all moving to a deserted island, but this is much nicer than I imagined. It's so nice, even though we haven't been here all that long. In just a short time, Bladders has moved in and we were able to open up the shop. Experiencing new things every day has been a lot of fun, I'm so pleased to hear that. Actually, I came here today to check in on all of you and see if you need any assistance with anything. It's our way of celebrating a new shop. You know, we sisters like to help wherever we can. Any island ideas come to mind? You're too kind, Mabel. We're just overwhelmed that you even thought to come visit us. Oh, hey, I think... Something come to mind? Well, we still have some logistical challenges to overcome. We depend on mail orders for a lot of our goods. Having the shop should make it a bit easier for us to obtain ready-made furniture and stuff like that, but we still need a clothing supplier. Aha! Something tells me that today is your lucky day. As it turns out, it's really not that difficult for us to get to this island. How about if I stop by every so often to sell some of our wares to your wonderful island dwellers? Oh wow! Do you really mean that? Our residents would be so overjoyed. Of course, silly. If we can sell our goods here, it's a win-win situation for everyone. I suppose with that settled, I should head home and work out the detail with my sister. Yes, please do that. We can't wait to see you here again. That statue on the right there is creeping me out so much. Oh, Ty, sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks to your help, we've opened this amazing new shop. Our shop is named in honor of a shop our beloved President Nook used to run. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. As you can see, we're offering ready-made furniture and items that can't be made as DIY projects. Also, in the back cabinet with the tools and other miscellaneous goods, we have wallpaper and flooring. We hope to fulfill all your shopping needs. Okay, so we got... What is this thing? Because it's creeping me out so badly. The throwback wrestling figure. God, no. This thing is ugly. Ugh. And we got a clock, a trash can. And actually, trash cans are useful because, if you want to get rid of an item permanently, you just throw in a trash can. But I do have one back in my house. And over here, let's see. What's back here? Oh, okay. And let's see. So we got all the tools that you could buy. These are basically like, you could build all these tools yourself, but like if you're in an emergency, you could come here and buy them yourself as well. We got an umbrella, we got medicine. Actually, you don't need to buy medicine necessarily. I'll go over that later. But we got flowers. Okay, we got plants. Okay, wallpaper. Axe, shovel, water canceling shot, vaulting pole, apples. Yeah, our village fruit is apples. I am going to take this, though, because this is probably going to give me more DIY stuff. Yep, there we go. Let's see. What do you think? I'll buy it. And so what they're going to do is send it to your phone directly. And we're done. I hope you enjoy DIY even more now with your new recipes. Anything else should look? And yeah, words. And we got some interesting wallpaper. Let's see. Crepe design. I'm kind of liking the modern Florida blue paint. We'll come back to this later. We'll take some time to decorate our house if we have enough time. But let me show off these new recipes, because I'm pretty curious what we got. So let's just scroll to the top, and okay. Oh, a mini DIY. Oh, this is, I guess, a DIY upgrade. Maybe there's things you can't build yet with the lower bench. Interesting. Anyway, bookshelf, stereo, rocking chair, potted ivy, ring toss, and swing bench. Okay. I think we're good for today. Thank you, thank you. And we saw their Mabel. So I guess what's going to be happening is we may eventually be seeing an upgrade to Nook's Cranny that'll add the Able Sisters, maybe? So we'll see how that goes, because I don't know how it's going to turn out. Today's hot item, Tiki Torch. Okay, I think hot items are things that are going to sell more than usual. So I do actually have a Tiki Torch, and it was one of the things here to sell a hot item. Let me see. I do have a Tiki Torch I could build, so let me see what is required for it. I'm going to need wood. Okay. It says it's a drop-off box. I guess I can drop off anything I want to sell. So let's just see how this works real quickly. Drop off items, okay. Oh, okay. Items are bought at 80% of their shop trade in value due to handling fees. We cannot return any items placed in the inside box. We can only trade turnips and give full price for high items inside the store. Okay. So that's good for if you need to sell something, but you do have a good amount of inventory in your house. Because, let me go back and show that off, actually. And we can also, in the meantime, also build... Oh, okay. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, okay, I got mail back from my villagers. What a muscular gift. You really know how to juice up arm day. It's just too bad I don't know enough muscular words to say thanks. You really know how to get... Anyway, stay hydrated. Way to surprise the gal. I definitely wasn't expecting to get a present, you know. I had this weird feeling I was going to get something awesome today, like some wild hunch. Hope you like my words. Okay, so what I did was I sent my villagers a letter, and I put an apple in the mail, and I said swap fruit. In previous games, you sent your villagers mail that said swap fruit, and there was a chance that they'd send you back another kind of fruit that you can add to your town. I'm guessing they may have removed that, and it seems like they may have reduced the number of fruit in the game, but we'll see. Anyway, this is my trash can here, so I could toss something and it'll be permanently destroyed. But if I press left on the D-pad, you see I have inventory here. I have like a lot of bugs and fish in here because Bladders isn't taking anything right now, so I'm just storing my extra stuff here. But you see I have 120 spaces in my inventory. In the previous house upgrade, you only had 80, and in the tent, you had nothing. But anyway, I'm going to take out some wood, because we're going to make a Tiki Torch, and we're going to make the hot item, just so I can show off DIY as well. So we're going to just come over here, and let's craft. So we're going to make the Tiki Torch. And we're also going to use the Manila Clam that we got. Because with Manila Clams, you can build... Or, yeah, I guess you technically are building fish bait. And there we go. So, let's see. How fish bait works is... And we're also going to show off fishing simultaneously. So, let me just get my fishing net ready. Or fishing rod, rather. So, how bait works is you will... scatter food, and it will cause a fish to spawn. And then you just have to try to catch it. When it comes to fishing, for those of you who don't know, you need to toss the bobber so that way it's right in front of the fish's eyes, and they will try to encounter it. It'll take them up to 5 times to try to bite it, but once they do bite it, the bobber will go underwater, and then you need to mash A to pick up the fish. And there we go. And that's basically fishing for you. I'm not sure if I'll really show off fishing, just because it's pretty clear-cut how it works. But I guess I can also show off bug catching while we're at it. It's pretty simple. For certain bugs, you can just run up to them and just net them, and they won't really go away. So that'd be like flower or butterflies. They're pretty easy to just run up and catch. There are bugs that are appear in other circumstances where you're going to want to approach them slowly. So you just want to hold A and approach slowly. And then, of course, there's another very special bug, which I'm going to be releasing a video about later today as well, called the tarantula. So if you played this game before, you know what it is. But I'm basically showing off how to catch it, because I think they changed the mechanic in this game. But okay. So I think next thing we're going to do is help Nook build the new houses. Hopefully we'll have enough space, though, because we're working with a pretty limited spot on our island. Because, actually, let me just show off the map of our island real quickly. So, as you can see here, hold on, there, always on, yeah, there we go. Or no, off, yeah, there we go. Okay, so anyway, as you can see by the river here, we're very restricted in what we can visit on the island without the bolting pole, which I have. So we don't have that much room to be building houses, so hopefully it'll work out, though. But anyway, let's talk to Tom Nook. Okay. So let's talk about the houses. Oh, so you're already ready to help me prepare? Here's what I'm thinking. We really should start by building a bridge across a river somewhere. Oh, that solves my problem right there. With 3 houses to build, I worry that we'll run out of space on land that's easily accessible. A bridge will open things up a bit and make it easier to get to housing plots during construction, So, that's why I like to start by crafting the parts for a bridge base. Get your DIY skills ready, and then you'll want to decide on a prime location for the bridge too. And done. I just sent you a recipe for a bridge construction kit. You can find it on your Nook phone. Once you've assembled your bridge construction kit, find a good spot for a bridge and then check in with me. It can be a little tricky to place a bridge, but we could talk if you have some trouble or need some advice. Good luck! Okay, so let's check this out. I guess this would be the big project of the day. Oh wait, no, scroll up, and there we go. We need 4 log stakes, which are also craftable. 4 pieces of clay, which I have in storage. 4 stone, which I have in storage. And yeah, okay. So, log stakes. They're right here. There we go. And I can build all of them with the wood I have. So now would be a good time, actually, to go over how to get a lot of the basic resources for the game. So, let's get started with trees, actually. So, with trees, for non-fruit trees, there's basically one of, I guess, 6 things that can happen, I believe. And I guess we'll show them off as they come along. So first, nothing can happen. Pretty straightforward. Second thing that can happen is a tree branch, which is another basic resource for crafting, can fall out of the tree. Okay, so yeah. The third thing that can happen is 100 bells will fall out of the tree, and you'll just pick it up to add it to your inventory, or to your wallet, rather. So that's 3. The fourth thing that can happen is a beehive will, well, actually, it's more like a wasp. No, it's a beehive, but there are wasps in it. It's kind of weird. Anyway, a wasp hive will fall out of the tree, and this is why you want to be, so every time you're shaking trees, you want to have your net out, and face a tree specifically from right here, because if a nest were to fall out, your character will automatically turn and face it, and if you mash the A button, you'll catch the wasp immediately. So we'll just pick these up. And so that's 4 things that can happen. The 5th thing that can happen is there are other kinds of bugs that can fall out of trees. Well, not fall out, but more like hang from trees, and those are spiders and bagworms. And you'll have a few seconds to get over to them and then net them. And then the 6th thing that can happen is, here we go. So mash the A button, and there we go. Wasps are non-issue as long as you remember to have your bug net out. But if you were to be... Okay, let me finish what comes out of trees. The 6th thing that can happen is a piece of furniture will fall out. You'll know because the iconic Animal Crossing leaf, as you see right there, will fall out. And it can be a piece of furniture. So those are the 6 things that can happen. So now, if you do end up getting stung by wasps, what you want to do is, so you can go to Nook's Cranny so if Nook's Cranny isn't built, Timmy and Tommy will be inside of here and you can buy stuff from them and they'll sell medicine, but you actually don't want to do that. What you want to do is talk to one of your villagers, because villagers react if you have a bee sting, and they'll be like, oh my god, I wish I had medicine for you, but I do have this recipe, and they'll give you the recipe to make medicine yourself. And to make medicine, you need a wasp nest and some weeds. And the weeds you'll find throughout the village, or the island rather, hopefully anyway. or there are other ways you could get it, which I'll show off later, and also pick up the wasp nest. So yeah, so medicine is pretty easy to get. But in general, if you just always have your net out and check a tree specifically from right in front of it, wasp really should not be a worry, because like all you need to do is just button mash. It's not even a matter of reacting anymore. Oh boy, bees used to be a bit of a trouble in previous games though. But anyway, yeah, so those are the 6 things that can happen when you shake a tree. Now, I see right there a present. Occasionally, presents attached to balloons will be coming inside your island. What you want to do is get a slingshot, which you can either buy from them, or you can build yourself. And you shoot down the balloon, and you'll get a present. And we got a bidet. I don't know what that is, actually. I'll check it out when we go back to our house tonight. Anyway, next I want to show off is getting wood. So there are 3 different kinds of wood you can get from trees. What you want to do is use either the flimsy axe or the stone axe. You want to come up to a tree and press A. And you'll knock wood out of it. So there are 3 kinds of wood. There is regular wood, hardwood, and if I can find it, hold on. There we go. And the third kind, softwood. You're going to need basically these 3 to build various stuff. So, and another thing to keep in mind though is when you hit a tree with the axe, with the stone axe or the flimsy axe, if there's something in the tree like a bee's nest, it's going to fall out, or wasp nest, it's going to fall out. So that's why you're going to want to check trees first, just so you don't have to worry about that. Now, if I were to use the regular axe, that's how you actually will cut down a tree. So if I were to... And then you can also get wood from that, but you're going to permanently destroy the tree as well. But it's going to leave a stump behind, which you can dig up with a shovel, but I'm actually going to leave it as is, because you can also shit on stumps. Make a nice view. Anyway, so that's why you're going to want to really mainly stick with the stone or flimsy axe if you want to actually, you know, keep the trees alive and up, standing. And so yeah, so that's how that works. Let me see, what else did I need for the bridge? Okay, so those are how trees work. Next, we're going to go over how rocks work. So, for rocks, for rocks, you want to do this. You want to dig 3 holes behind you. Because every time you hit a rock, you're going to be knocked back a little. And the rocks are on a timer. So once you start hitting it, you only have a few seconds before it'll stop giving you anything. So that way, to maximize the number of things you get, you're going to want to dig 3 holes. So that way, when you get knocked back, you can only go back so far. And so with rocks, there are basically 3 things that can happen with rocks. One thing that can happen is there are bugs that are inside rocks that will come out when you hit them. And there are 2 that I know of. There are pill bugs, and then there's also centipedes. And so obviously you want to catch them out into your insect collection. A second thing that can happen is you'll get basically what are the basic resources of rocks. You could get, there you go. You could get stone. You could get clay, which is these like more golden things. Or you could get iron ore, or iron nuggets rather. Now the third thing that can happen is, assuming it's the same as in previous games, every day there is something called the money rock. The money rock basically will... when you hit it, it's going to instead generate money, and in previous Animal Crossing games on a rare day, it will instead give you precious gems like diamonds, emeralds, rubies, so on and so forth. So that's why it's especially important to be digging these 3 holes behind you, because like, same thing, the money rock's on a timer, and so you don't want to miss out on free money, basically. So we're just going to be button mashing. Sorry if it's showing up on the microphone. It's just that my buttons are loud and I mash very loudly. But this should give us all that we need to make the bridge, though. And so that's basically 2 of the major resources out of the way. So when it comes, so there's certain things that is basically part of the daily rigmarole of Animal Crossing. So that would be like finding the money rock, for example, shaking trees, for example. So stuff like that. I'm gonna just have you all assume that I'm doing it, and I'll do it on my own because, you know, going over all that every day, we only have so much time, and, you know, having a two-parter episode is more of the exception rather than the standardized rule. So, yeah, that's how we're going to be doing that. So let me make sure. We need more clay, though, so I'm going to be hitting more rocks. For these dig sites, I showed it off before, but I didn't explain it. You can dig up and you can dig up fossils. I don't know if gyroids are in the game. For those of you who don't know, gyroids are basically like these kind of, for some people, kind of creepy statues that always are like, it'd make more sense once I actually dig one up. But, yeah. So like I said, there are some things that I just want you all to assume that I'm be doing. I'll let you know when I am adding something to basically the daily rigmarole. And so, shaking trees, digging up fossils, getting basic resources, like off-screen, that's stuff I want you all to assume that I'm going to be doing myself. We're going to drop the pill bug. Okay. So now we're going to head back to my house, and we're going to put stuff in the inventory. Okay, right here. That's one reason also why you want to keep a stump free, because there are bugs that will exclusively appear on top of the stump. This is a citrus longhorn beetle. Yep. Orangey happy for me. But we're actually going to... Let's see, hold on. The common butterfly's not worth much. So, okay. So I'm going to cut ahead a bit, because I need to clear out my inventory a bit, switch around some materials, build the log stake, sell some stuff. So, I'm going to tell you all what I'm going to do when I come back, though. So, I'll see you all in, like, one moment. Okay, so I'm cutting back in here because I was going to sell my stuff at, Nook's Cranny, and I talked to Timmy, and so there's something new, apparently. First, let's talk turnips. I've heard the turnip market is about to take off here on the island. You'll probably see a turnip seller soon. We'll buy any turnips you have on hand. The price is set in the morning and afternoon, so be sure to stop by. One note, we don't accept turnips on Sunday. That's the day the turnip seller visits the island. The second new service involves a hot item of the day. The hot item will change every day. If you bring one in to sell, we'll give you double its normal price. You can check the hot item of the day on the sign in front of the shop or by asking us directly. And the last new service we're offering is a drop-off box. You can find it in front of the shop. Say you're in a hurry or the shop is closed. You can just drop off any items you want to sell. Easy, right? We'll pay you later by sending the funds directly to your bank account. And I should mention a few things. There is a handling fee, and we don't accept turnips, and hot items will sell for just our regular price. And I think that wraps it up. Sorry about that. That explanation went on for a bit. How can I help? Okay, so let's see. I got the tiki torch here, so let's see how much this is going now as the hot item. Okay, that's pretty good actually. No, I don't really want to grind. Well, I could make more if I wanted to. I'll think about it. But if I were to do it, I'd do it off screen though. But anyway, I'm gonna be selling off the rest of this stuff. And I also cleared out my inventory, so I guess this is a fine enough time to cut back in though. Alright, that's a pretty decent amount of change. Oh, there. Oh, wait, no. I already did that. Never mind. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna find the other rocks because we need more. We need more clay. I think it is. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, we need more clay, which you can get from the rocks, and we also got the hot item. So we're gonna get 400 points. So when this is removed, you see we got one that's like a generic one. So they basically are constantly cycling through. It's basically the way of encouraging you to constantly be playing the game. So we're gonna hit rocks and spin bells. Okay. So let's head over to the next part of the island. That's across the river. So we're gonna just press A when you approach the river and woo! Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. So that's something. So I guess it must be a daily thing. But so you'll find this light shining underneath the ground. If you were to dig here, you'll get money actually. And so... And my shovel broke. Okay, so we're gonna rebuild that later. But yeah, so it happened to me yesterday as well, after I first got the shovel. So this must be a daily thing, so we are also going to be adding that to the daily rigmarole. And one thing I like to do is I built DIY benches on all the 3 sections of the island that I have. And so that's how, it makes it a lot more convenient than having to run all the way back home. So we're going to make a net, and we're also going to make a shovel. Oh gosh, there's like never enough time in the day. Like, I'm going to have... This is probably going to be a long episode. Or we may even have to do a part 3 even. Okay, so we're going to get the shovel. And we gotta... Okay, we did more stuff. Oh yeah, the DIY stuff. Okay. So let us try hitting this rock then. Because I'm confident we can get the stuff done today. Okay, let's try this. Come on, clay. I said clay. I said clay. I said... It's always... That's how it always is. It's like, once you really need something, you don't get it. Ugh. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut and get some clay for my home, and I'm also going to build the log stakes, and then we'll just meet back around here to, get the, bridge squared away. And I'll probably find the money rock off screen as well. Okay, I'm back. So, I have built the big bridge construction kit. So, hold on, let's see, there's no river near... What do you mean there's no river near here? Okay, one thing that's great is that you can visualize things before they're actually built, so you can see how it's going to look. And I think that's pretty perfect, actually. Yep. I picked a spot for a bridge. Let the land connect. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be something that's going to take a day. Let's head back to Tom Nook and ask him. Ah, Ty, hello. So, did you find a good place to deploy the bridge construction kit? It set it up. Splendid. Excellent work. Thank you. Then tomorrow we'll have a new bridge up and it'll be even easier to get around the island. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to start on some new homes. We can wait for bridge construction to finish if you want, or just ask me what should I do whenever. Okay, so let's see. I'm actually thinking we may need to do a part 3 because I want to do the homes, and there is one... I still need to show off the airport as well, actually. So, let's see. And those are probably going to be 2 meaty things. Let me think. Let me just look across the ocean and think for a moment. We could just wait till tomorrow. No. We're going to be having a part 3. So, oh my gosh, part 3. Yeah, so we're going to have a part 3 episode. Y'all better appreciate it, I swear. But anyway, I will see you all in what's going to be a few minutes for me and probably another few hours for you. Or it may actually be minutes because I'll probably just be editing all 3 back to back. So I'll see you all soon.